W, E, S, O, M, E. You are awesome. Awesome. Totally. Oh, yes, you are awesome, my darling pupils. And so, because of your willingness to learn, the Lagos State has thought about it that, okay, for my children, let us have this program. And so the program tagged The Classroom in Your Home has been specially designed and packaged by Lagos State Universal Basic Education Board, LASUBEB, and it is to ensure that no child is left behind. Well, this edition is for lower primary classes. I'm not here alone. I'm with your teachers. With me, I have Auntie Tinu.
Hello, amazing pupils. How are you today? I am Auntie Tino, your mathematics teacher.
Right, Uncle Sheyi?
Hello, wonderful pupils. How are you doing, my friends? It's time for another classroom in your home, and I'm your teacher, Uncle Sheyi, and I'll be taking you through general studies.
Right, and I am Auntie Lola, and I'll be taking you through English studies, which are called communication class. And in trial, we bring you the classroom in your home. Please relax and learn. Wow, what a beautiful day today, children. I'm sure you're keeping safe and you're very good. You're welcome to today's lesson. You're welcome to our English studies class, which we call communication class. And for today, my dear friends, we were looking at something different. And the topic for today is root words with suffixes. Again, root words with suffixes. And before we go into that topic, I'm sure you all did your homework, right? Beautiful. And you're with your homework books because I'm sure you're eager to mark your works. Okay, last lesson we talked about what? Silent letters. Okay, so I gave you 4 words to pronounce the words and also underline the silent letters in the words. Okay, for the first one, we have handkerchief, and the silent letter is D. Handkerchief, not handkerchief. Okay, the second one, mental. Mental, we have hey as a silent letter. Okay, the next one we have thumb. Thumb, and letter B is silent. Okay, and number 4 is tomb, and the silent letter is what? Is letter B. And you know letter B coming after hem makes it a silent letter. Okay, and that is that. Down to our learning objective, that by the end of today's lesson, you should be able to identify the root of some words, okay? You should also be able to identify the suffixes of some words. Are you ready? Let's begin. Let's begin. Have you heard of that word, root words, before? Root word, suffix, prefix. Have you heard of those words before? Well, if you have not, and if you have, we will be looking at those words today. Okay, so let us look at root words. What are root words? Well, root words are basic words to which prefixes and suffixes are added. Root words are the basic words before we had prefixes and suffixes. As simple as that. Okay, so many long words are made up of short root words with prefixes and suffixes added to them. We usually have a word, and when we add another word to it at the beginning and at the end, it sure means different thing. But that particular word itself is a root word. But as we go on, we will be getting few examples of the root word and suffix. Are you ready? Okay. So root words plus an ending suffix, sometimes an ending like ing, ful, less, or les is added to a word to make a new word. Yes, you have a basic word with you, and you want to add suffix to it. Don't worry, next lesson we'll be talking about prefix. But since we are talking about suffix today, I'll be laying emphasis on suffix. So you're adding ing, ful, less, or ness to it. It will mean different thing entirely. It will mean different thing entirely. Okay, so for instance, let us add ing to sing. Of course, we know sing, sing, as a verb, right? Okay, now if we add ing to it, what do we get? We get singing. And you know, singing is a present continuous tense. It has gone beyond what you're doing to something continuous. So sing plus ing will give us what, children? Will give us what? Singing. Will give us singing. All right, so we move to the examples proper. For the first one, we have help plus full will give us helpful. Of course, don't forget I said root words are the basic words, So the root word for helpful is help. Help is the root word, while full is the suffix. It has given us another meaning entirely, right? Help. I want you to help me bring that book along with you. Please, can you help me take that pencil? Can you help me take this? Can you help me take that? Of course, that is the usage of help, right? But we have helpful. Oh, that book is so helpful to me. That's that's that friend has been very helpful to me. Usage of what, right? So it comes in a different angle when using it in a sentence. Okay, we move to the next example, which is child and ood. Of course, child is the what? Is the root word. And ood is the suffix, Child is the root word, while ood is the suffix. Don't forget I said when you add suffix to the root word, it comes with different meaning. Okay, another example, we have king and we have dom. Kingdom. King is the root word and dom is the what? Is the suffix. I'm sure you know who a king is, right? Good. And so, but when we add dom to it, kingdom actually means different meaning. It could actually mean is throne, or what is governing, what that king is governing can be referred to as what? As kingdom. Okay, we have count plus ing. That is counting. And count is the root word, while ing added to it is what? Is the suffix. Another example, book plus let. A book. But when we add let to it, it gets to what? We have booklet. We have booklet. Okay, and we move to another example, children. I'm sure you are not tired, right? Don't be tired. We have time and plus ly. Join it together, children. We have what? We have time and we have ly. And when we combine both together, we have timely. What is our root word there, children? Did you say time? You're correct. And our suffix is what? Is a ly, ly. Okay. Well, I'm very sure with those few examples I've given you, you have gotten this little trick behind root word and suffix. Okay, and when you see a word, you can easily pick the basic word, the root word, and the suffix. Now it is your turn. I want you to do this evaluation. As a proof that you've been following the lesson, split this into root word and suffix. Okay, 1, blindness. 2, skillful. 3, hopeful. I will be back. Your time starts now. S-T-O-P, stop. Okay, okay, all right, all right. So the first one, blindness, we have blind and we have ness. So blind is the root word, while ness is the what? Is the suffix, okay? Skillful, skillful. Of course, from the way we pronounce, we should have gotten it readily that skill is the root word and full is the suffix, okay? And the third one is just right on the board, op plus full, op root word and full suffix. Oh, that is how much we can go on that. And for attempting that work, you deserve to be celebrated. Awesome, awesome. And to your assignment, okay, find the root word and the suffix of the following. Thankful. Likely. Are you writing? Okay. Piglets. Foolish. Habitat. Are you writing? Are you writing? I'm waiting. Oh, you have a phone? You've snapped. Oh, that's so brilliant of you. Very intelligent. Oh, you use your mom's phone. Wow, so good of you. Okay, believing you've done that. Okay, we move to the next segment, which is Let's Formulate It. Let's formulate it. So what are we formulating today? Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, 11 words with this communicate. Okay, and I want you to write 5 smaller words from this bigger word communicate. I will be back. Okay, okay, all right, all right. Were you able to attempt the words? Okay. How many were you able to get within that period of time? 3, 4, the whole 5. Ah, that's brilliant. Well, I've penned down some words for you. If yours is part of it, beautiful. And you got something different and it's still meaningful, wow, just give yourself a beautiful tick. Okay? So, let's see. I got come from the word okay. Another one, another smaller word, nice. Okay. Team. Okay. Mate. Okay. And the last one, minute. Come, nice, team, mate, minute. You might have chosen some 2-letter words or 3-letter words from it. We have at, we have at, okay, we have on. It's so much, so much. And if you got it correctly, let me give you a cheer. Let us give ourselves awesome cheer. Let's go. A, W, E, S, O, M, E. You are awesome. Awesome. Totally beautiful, and that is how far we can go on today's lesson. I'm sure you found it so interesting because I enjoyed myself. Don't forget we talked about suffixes and root words. Root words, basic words. Suffixes, the word added at the end of that basic word. And we also got, of course, few examples, and your turn. We were able to do few work and down to let's formulate it section. Well, do not forget that where there is a will, there is a way. Your willingness to your education is a priority, and we are so proud of you. Today is a new day. Learn something new. It is time for our mathematics class, and it is with Auntie Tino. See you.
Welcome to today's mathematics class. When I say mathematics time, you say fun time. Mathematics time, fun time. And like always, today's mathematics class promises to be fun. I am Auntie Tinu, and today I will be teaching word problems on addition and subtraction. Sound interesting, right? Yes, on addition and subtraction. First of all, correction to our previous homework. Enoch found that there are 346 cracked eggs out of the 982 eggs collected. How many eggs are not cracked? We have read. In our subtraction, the first thing we do is to identify the bigger number. Our bigger number is 982. Yes. So let's expand. 982, we have 900s, 8 tens, and 2 ones. Yes. 982 is the number of eggs collected. The number of eggs, the total number of eggs collected is 982. Yes. 346 is the number of cracked eggs. So we have 300s, 4 tens, and 6 ones. So let's subtract under 100 tens and ones. 982. 346. Remember, 346 is the number of cracked eggs. So write the sign you are working with. Very important. 1, 2. Can you take away 6 from 2? 2. Can we remove 6 from it? No, that is impossible. So you go to 8. You remove 1 from 8. 8 will remain 7. When you remove 1 from 8, it will remain 7. Then you add the 1 in beside 2 to make 12. So under the ones column, we'll say 12 take away 6. Now let's see. Yes, so we have removed 1 from 8 and we are left with 7. We have taken the 1 to the ones column and we have 12. 12 take away 6 is 6. 7 take away 4 is 3. Remember, you can't say 8 take away 4 again because you have removed 1 from 8 to get 7. Then you go to the hundreds column. 9 take away 3 is 6. So how many eggs are not cracked? That is 636 eggs. Did you get that sum correctly? I'm sure you did. So let us roll it up, roll it up, roll it up, and let it go. You are great. You are great, and Auntie Tinu loves you so much. Yes, it's Brain Busters time. Yes, and today we will be matching what's before to what's after. Match what's before to what's after in 30 seconds, and your time starts now. Pens down, pens down. Yes, Auntie Tinu, it's very simple. Yes, it's very simple. Remember, the purpose of our what's before and what's after is to help us write numbers correctly. Yes, so let's match. 9, 10, 19, 20, 39, 40, 59, 60, 69, 70, 29, 30, 49, 50, 79, 80, and 89, 90. Did you get that? Matching what's before to what's after correctly. Let's give ourselves a round. Round it up very well. Round of applause. Good job, you. Yes. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to read and interpret the problem. Read and interpret the problem. 2. Solve problems on addition and subtraction questions. Remember, today we are discussing word problems on addition and subtraction. So by the end of the lesson, you should be able to read and interpret problems, and you should be able to solve problems on addition and subtraction. Word problems, yes, we've been talking about word problems for some weeks now. Word problems are mathematical problems that are stated in words rather than in symbols. Now let's solve word problems. You are not new to word problems because we have done word problems on addition, on subtraction. Yes, now we are going to solve word problems on addition and subtraction. So I need your 100% attention. Example 1. Dupe bought 650 crates of eggs. 215 more crates of eggs were given to her. How many crates of eggs does she have now? We have read. Now let's interpret. And in our interpretation, we should be able to determine if this is an addition problem or a subtraction problem. So how do we know? She had 650 crates of eggs and 215 more crates of eggs were given to her. When you are giving something, is it adding to you or removing from you? Yes. Yes, read and interpret. That's the first step. We have read. We have interpreted. We are trying to determine if this is an addition or a subtraction question. I've told you, because remember, Dupe was giving 215 more crates of eggs to the one she already have. So it is an addition problem. She was giving 215 more. When you are giving more, it makes what you have increase. But when you give out what you have, you decrease from what you have originally. So since she was giving 215 more, it means it is an addition question. Let's expand 650. We have 600, 5 tens, and no ones, 0, 1. Then 215, we have 200, 110, and 5 ones. Now let's add. Remember, we have read, we have interpreted, and we have determined if we are to add or subtract. So let's add under 100 tens and 1. We have 650 plus 215. The sign you are working with is very important. 0 plus 5. I have 5 apples and I'm not giving anybody my 5 apples. So how many apples do I still have? That is 5. 0 plus 5 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. And 6 plus 2 is 8. So how many more eggs, or what's the total amount of eggs Dupe has now? That is 865 crates. Example 2. Mr. Dawudu bought 876 mathematics textbooks. He gave out, remember, he gave out. Don't forget that word, gave out. Mr. Dawudu bought 876 mathematics textbooks. He gave out 368. How many mathematics textbooks does he have left? I think that one is very simple. Yes. The first step is to read. We have read, we have interpreted. Now we want to determine if it is a subtraction or an addition question. Remember, subtraction means give out, reduce. What's left? Yes. Since Mr. Dawudu gave out, it means we are subtracting. Yes, he gave out. So the number he initially had has reduced. So let's identify the bigger number. Very important in your subtraction. Yes, you must identify the bigger number because you are subtracting the smaller number from the bigger number. Our bigger number is 876. So let's expand. We have 800, 7 tens and 6 ones. Let's expand. 368, the amount it gave out. We have 300, 6 ones and 8, 6 tens and 8 ones. So let's subtract under 100 tens and ones. We have 876 minus 368. This is why writing the sign you are working with is very important because we are doing both addition and subtraction in this lesson. So if you don't write the sign you are working with, I might think you are doing an addition, meanwhile you are doing a subtraction question. So 6 take away 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can we take away 8 from it? No. You go to the next column, which is the tens column, and remove 1 from 7. When you take away 1 from 7, you'll be left with 6. Write it down immediately. Then you add the 6, or you put the 6 beside, you put the 1 beside 6 to make 16. When you remove 1 from 7, you are left with 6. That one you have removed, you put it beside 6 to make 16. Now let's see. So we have removed 1 from 7 and we are left with 6. That one we removed, we have added it or we have written it beside 6 to make 16. 16 take away 8 is 8. 6 take away 6 is 0. And 8 take away 3 is 5. So how many mathematics textbook is left? 508. 508 textbooks. Example 3. A school has 567 new chairs. If 208 chairs are given to primary 3, how many chairs are left? Read. A school has 567 new chairs. If 208 chairs are given to primary 3, how many chairs are left? We have read. Let's see the interpretation. Remember, subtraction means to give out, yes, reduce or what's left. Since 208 chairs were given out, it means we will subtract. 208 chairs were given out, so the initial number has reduced. Let's identify the bigger number. Our bigger number is 567. Yes, let's expand. We have 500, 6 tens and 7 ones. Let's expand 208, the number that was given out. We have 200, no tens and 8 ones. Let's subtract under 100 tens and ones. We have 567 and we have 208. You write the sign you are working with, very important. Since we know that he gave out, we know we are subtracting. So you start your subtraction questions from the ones column. So 7 take away 8. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can we remove 8 from 7? No. So what do? You go to the next column, that is the tens column, and remove 1 from 6. When you remove 1 from 6, you are left with 5. Then you add or you put the 1 beside 7 to make 17. Let's see. So we have removed 1 from 6 and we are left with 5. You can see that I wrote my 5 down immediately. So you transport the 1 to the ones column and you write it beside your 7 to make 17. 17 take away 8 is 9. 5 take away 0 is 5. 5 take away 2 is 3. So how many chairs are left? That is 359 chairs. Are we together? Are you following this lesson? What problem on addition and subtraction? I need your 100% attention. Yes. Wow. So quick. Now do this. It's evaluation time. It's assessment time. How well have you been following today's lesson? Tell me or prove it to me by getting these sums. Auntie Tinu has 496 pencils. If she gives out, remember, give out. If she give out 278 pencils, how many pencils will she have left? You are to read and interpret and also determine if it is an addition problem or a subtraction problem. Then you solve in 30 seconds and your time starts now. Okay, pens down. It's 30 seconds and it's time up. So let's read again. Auntie Tunu has 496 pencils. If she gives out, I have given you an expo already. I circled give out. Yes, I circled gives out. If she gives out 278 pencils, how many pencils will she have left? If I give out, will the number with me increase or decrease? Yes, so let's see. Remember, subtraction means to give out, yes, to reduce, and what's left. So since 278 pencils were given out, it means we will subtract. So let's identify the bigger number, which is 496. Yes. Let's expand 496. We have 400, 9 tens, and 6 ones. Let's expand 278. We have 200, 7 tens, and 8 ones. Now let's subtract. So we have 496 minus 278. You must write the sign you are working with. Very important. You start your subtraction problems from the ones column. So let's count 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can we remove 8 from 6? It's impossible. So you go to the next column, which is the ones column, and borrow 1. You borrow 1 from 9. 9 will remain 8. You write it down immediately. The one which you have borrowed, you write it beside your 6 to make 16. Are we together? Yes, together we are. Now let's see. You see, I've removed 1 from 9 and I've written down the number left immediately. I wrote down the number that is left immediately and I transported the one I borrowed. I wrote it beside my 6 to make 16. 16 take away 8 is 8. And 8 take away 7 is 1. 4 take away 2 is 2. Yes. So how many pencils do I have left, or how many pencils does Auntie Tinu have left now? That is 218. Yes, so Auntie Tinu has 218 pencils left. Were you able to read, interpret, determine if it was an addition or a subtraction question, and solve that question? Were you able to? I'm sure you were. Now, what do we do for ourselves to celebrate ourselves in our active performance in today's evaluation question? Let me see. Okay, let's roll it up for ourselves. So, roll it up, and let it go. You are great, and I love you so much, yes. It's assignment time. Remember, say it with me. You must do Auntie Tinu's homework. A school has 238 boys and 346 girls. How many pupils are in the school altogether? Remember, you read, you interpret, you determine if you are to add or subtract, then you solve. Capture this homework down in 10 seconds and your time starts now. Okay, that's okay. Yes, I'm sure you have captured the homework already. Remember to do your homework and submit in time. Yes, and that's it for today. We have come to the end of another amazing mathematics class. Did you enjoy yourself like I promised? I enjoyed myself too, and I'm looking forward to next lesson. But don't go away, because it's not over. Uncle Sheyi is here for another awesome time in your general studies class. From me, it's bye-bye.
Hello, my friends. How are you today? All right, you're welcome to another segment of the program, The Classroom in Your Home. I am your teacher, Uncle Sheyi, and I'll be taking you through general studies today. And our topic is traditional marriage, Hausa traditional marriage. Remember, in our last class, we looked at the Igbo traditional marriage, and it was very interesting. We are going to have an interesting time today also, okay? All right, but before we go into today's class, let us have correction to the previous homework. In the last class, you were asked to mention 2 stages of an Igbo traditional marriage. And I remember I told you that the first stage is the marriage proposal. Marriage proposal or the introduction, the umuna, the dowry, the payment of the dowry or bride price, and the last stage, which is the wine carrying ceremony. Okay, I know you got them correctly and you deserve a cheer. Well done, you deserve a cheer. So today we'll be looking at the Hausa traditional marriage, and by the end of the lesson you should be able to explain the process of Hausa marriage rites. Okay, the process of Hausa traditional marriage rites. All right, now the Hausa traditional marriage is not as time consuming or expensive like the Yoruba and the Igbo traditional marriage. It's usually very fast. It doesn't involve long process. Okay, all right, and who are the Hausa people? The Hausa people are from the northern part of the country, from Kaduna to Kano to Zamfara. Okay, so they occupy the north central, the northwest, and the northeastern part of Nigeria. And if you look at the screen, this is a good representation of an Hausa marriage ceremony. Okay, you can see the bride and the groom, and you can see people celebrating with them. In fact, these are kids. All right, okay, let's move on. There are different stages in Hausa traditional marriage, and the first stage is known as, please permit me, I don't speak Hausa fluently. All right, the first stage is Najina Ina. All right, and this stage is where the groom with his male friends and family, they visit the bride's house to make their intention known. Okay, this is where the groom to be or the husband to be go to the bride's family's house to make their intention known that they want to marry their daughter, and they go with gifts. All right, the acceptance of the gift by the bride's family implies that they are accepting the proposal. All right, but yet the bride's family will also ensure that they ask their daughter if really she is interested in getting married to the man, and they usually give their daughter some time to think about it, to look at the man before giving the acceptance. All right, so the first stage is where the groom and his male friends visit the family of the bride. Now, After the first stage, the second stage, which is the gaisuwa, this is after the approval of the groom by the bride. Okay, now after the groom had made his intention known to the family and the bride has accepted, okay, and told her parent that, okay, I am ready to be a wife to this man. So after she has agreed, then the family of the bride will send the congratulation message to the groom's family that the bride has accepted to be joined with the man. All right, now when the bride's family convey this good news to the groom's family, it is called gaisuwa, and the process of the wedding is started. All right, they start the process of the wedding and it is known as the sarana. Okay, all right, and the third stage of the marriage after the wedding process has been put into motion is the bride price. Okay, the bride price is always a small amount of money. Unlike the Igbo marriage and the Yoruba traditional marriage, the Hausa traditional marriage doesn't involve a large amount of dowry or bride price or wedding list. No, it's always very small, and the wedding is not always elaborate. It's always very small wedding between the two families. They don't necessarily have to have asoebi or have headgears and filler, okay, or cap for the men. Okay, the bride price is always very small, and it is believed that it will attract a greater reward from God. They believe if they collect a small amount of money from the groom's family, that there will be a greater reward from God. Okay, and the payment of the dowry by the groom is known as sadaki. All right, okay, the next stage is the wedding ceremony. Okay, the wedding ceremony, the wedding day is called fatia. Okay, fatia, and it is the joining of two families. It is believed in Hausa traditional marriage that when the bride is being joined with the groom, their two families are also becoming one. Okay, and the bride is decorated with jewelries. Okay, jewelries, perfumes, and henna, also known as lali. You must have seen some Hausa ladies during their wedding. They usually have different markings with their friends on their hands and their feet. The markings is usually done with black ink and beautifully crafted on their skin. Okay, this is known as kunshi, otherwise called bridal shower. Okay, so we can call it bridal shower. And what can we call bridal shower? The decoration of the bride with jewelries, perfumes, and all that can be likened to bridal shower. Okay, immediately after the bridal shower, the walima process follows. Okay, which is the reception. All right, okay, the bride is called the amaya or amaya, and the groom as ango. The bride is amaya and the groom is called ango. If you look at the screen, you would see the bride beautifully decorated with jewelries, the lilies on their hands and feet. All right, beautiful. Okay, all right, now I believe you followed the class very well, and I believe you understood all that have been said. All right, now please don't write the questions. You don't need to write them. I will be reading them out for you. All you just need to do is write down the correct option. Okay, write them down. Are you ready? You can number your book from 1 to 5. Please do that. Okay, number 1. In Hausa traditional marriage, the payment of dowry is known as dash. A. Gariki. B. Marriage. C. Sadaki. D. Flag. What's the correct answer? You put it down. Okay. Number 2. Bridal shower is similar to dash. Is it Gariki? Is it Kunshi? Is it Lali or Sasha? You put the correct answer down. Okay. Number 3. Dowry is usually a small amount of money. Is it a true or false statement? You put it down. Okay, can move on to the next question. Okay, let's move on. Number 4, the wedding day is called Fatia. Is that true or false? Fatia. Okay, we move on to the last question. The groom is called Ango, while the bride is called Amaya. Okay, I want to give you like 3-4 seconds to check your work before I give you the correct answers. All right, have you done that? Cross check. Okay, all right. Now, while I give you the correct answer, if you get them correctly, if they are right, you put a tick, and if they are wrong, you cross. All right. Okay. Number 1, in Hausa traditional marriage, the payment of dowry is known as sadaki. Sadaki. All right. Sadaki. Number 2, bridal shower is similar to kunshi. All right. Number 3, dowry is usually a small amount of money, which is true. The wedding day is called Fatia, which is true. The groom is called Ango, while the bride is called Amaya. Is that a true statement? Yes, it is a true statement. Okay, if you got 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5, 3 out of 5, you deserve a rolling chair. Roll, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bravo. Well done. Okay, but if you didn't do well in the evaluation, don't worry, you don't need to be depressed. You will do better in the next class if you listen attentively and if you tune in to the program in time. Okay? All right. Now, please put down this assignment. Put it down. Mention the 4 stages of Hausa traditional marriage rites. Mention the 4 stages of Hausa traditional marriage rites. Okay? Please ensure that you do the assignment and you submit in time. To the favorite segment of the program, did you know? 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 All right. Okay, let's have a question. The first primary school in Nigeria is Dash. Oh, do you know the first primary school in Nigeria? Remember, the first secondary school in Nigeria is CMS Grammar School. Okay, we did that the other time. So what is the name of the first primary school in Nigeria? Do you know it? Okay, let's look at it. Oh, very old school. Okay, St. Thomas Anglican Nursery and Primary School. So the first primary school in Nigeria is St. Thomas Anglican Nursery and Primary School, and it was founded in 1843 in Badagry. Okay, Badagry is in Lagos, so it was founded in 1843. So the first primary school in Nigeria, not in Lagos now, in the whole of Nigeria, is St. Thomas Anglican Nursery and Primary School, and it was established in 1843. And that is it for today. I hope you had a good time with me, Uncle Sheyi. I enjoyed my time with you also. Until next time that I will be seeing you again, Uncle Sheyi says, ciao, ciao, bye-bye.
Amazing. You would agree with me that today's lesson was interesting, educative, and at the same time fun-filled. Uncle Sheyi, what's your take on this?
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Auntie Tinu. Today's lesson has been awesome, and we must really commend the pupils for their prompt submission of their homework and their questions that they usually send to the number. We say, good job you. Auntie Lola?
Yes, and we also got feedback that some of you have not been able to watch the program well on a regular basis. But there is a YouTube channel for you, Lagos Suburb YouTube channel. Again, Lagos Suburb YouTube channel. You have a phone, you have access to your parent phone. You can log into that channel any day, anytime.
Yes, don't forget to send in your comments, your question, and homework to the number showing on the screen. The number is 08150865663. SMS and WhatsApp messages only. Do not call. Remember, the pandemic is not over. If you must stay safe for yourself and your family, you should.
Wash your hands regularly.
And practice social distancing.
If you must go out, that is, if it is necessary for you to go out, you wear your
Face mask.
Yes. Till we come your way next lesson, rest well, eat lots of fruits, do your homework, and above all, stay safe. At last, Subeb,
We leave no child behind.